Hey guys, it's Kavitha with the Sports Convo, and it's that time of year when even those that don't want to watch football will wake up and watch the NFL playoffs. And this weekend we have the wild card games, and we get kicked off with the Bills at the Texans. And I think that the Bills take this one. Yes, the Texans have had a great year, and Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins have a great connection that nobody can deny. However, the Bills have a great defense, and they are going to break that connection. And also, Josh Allen has got the most rushing touchdowns of any QB this season, and he hopes to keep that trend going. So I really think the Bills have a chance. It's going to be tough, but I think the Bills take that one. Next up, we have the Tennessee Titans at the New England Patriots. And as you all know, the Titans are close to my heart, and the Patriots are anything but. But I'm not biased. I really think the Titans can win this one. We benched our franchise quarterback in Marcus Mariota, and we picked up Ryan Tannehill. Who knew? He is really good, and he has some great weapons to throw to now. A.J. Brown as a rookie is really showing himself. Corey Davis is showing up. Ty Sharp. We have some really, really good receivers, and we have Jonnu Smith, who's really stepping up when Delaney Walker was injured. So we have some great weapons for Tannehill to throw to, and Derrick Henry is showing up. He is who we thought he was going to be. He was amazing in college, and he wasn't really showing himself in the NFL, but this season he's taken it, and I think that he continues it on in the playoffs. So I really think the Titans can take this. The Patriots are really kind of regressing. I think Tom Brady doesn't have anybody to throw to, and he's kind of showing that he's regressing. So I really think the Titans take this one. Not only am I biased, I really think it'll happen. So then we have the NFC playoffs, which take place on Sunday, and we start off with the Vikings at the Saints. The Saints really have something to prove this year. They were really cheated from making it to the Super Bowl last year, and the Vikings, they're supposed to be a run-first offense, but who's going to run for them? Mike Boone has done really well, but Cook and Madison are both injured. They're coming back from the injury, but are they really going to be as good as they were before? And we also have Adam Thielen, who is one of their major weapons on the receiving end, and he is also injured. So do you think the Vikings can pull it off? I don't. So I think the Saints take this one, and they could possibly take it all the way to the Super Bowl this year because they were cheated last year, but we'll see. And then next up, we have the Seahawks at the Eagles. And this is the closest odds that the playmakers in Vegas have. And I don't know why, because the Eagles have just slipped past in such a bad division. And the Seahawks have really proven themselves. Now the Eagles, they've had a rough go at it this year. All of their receivers are injured, every single one of them. Zach Ertz has kind of been carrying the team, and Dallas Goedert came in and kind of helped him out. And then their running backs are doing a really good job with Miles Sanders and Boston Scott, but that's not going to win you the playoffs. So I think Seattle, just on that alone, has a very, very good chance of beating the Eagles and moving forward in the playoffs. So those are my picks for football this week. I don't know what Stan has to say, but you keep watching and you enjoy playoffs this weekend.
Happy New Year to the followers of the Sports Convo. We're going to set the new year off right by going into our wildcard weekend predictions. Just want to start by saying, unlike my partner Kavitha Shah's predictions for the Super Bowl, my teams are in the playoffs and have a chance. If you were following the Sports Convo and saw our preseason predictions, you know who those teams are. We'll get into that as the playoffs go along. But we're going to start this weekend with the Bills and Texans. I think Bills Mafia will disappear and go into hiding after this weekend. They're not going to have enough firepower to keep up with Deshaun Watson and those Texans. Will Fuller's hurt, but J.J. Watt comes back, and you have Kenny Stills, and enough firepower for Deshaun Watson to put up points. I don't think Josh Allen and those Bills are going to keep up with the Texans. So I think the key there is going to be the Bills' defense and how they play Watson. If they can keep this game close, Allen has a shot and the Bills have a shot, but I don't see it happening. The Texans are favored by 3. I got them winning by 7 or more. And then we go to Foxborough. Is the Patriots' demise for real this time, or are they just suffering from a second half slump? I go with the latter. The team is too good and the defense is too good to lose to the Titans. Here's what's going to happen. Ryan Tannehill will be reminded by Bill Belichick that he is Ryan Tannehill. I've seen this movie a lot. He couldn't perform in Miami. He's had a great second half, helped a lot of fantasy teams, but he's not going to be able to pull out the win in Foxborough. They have the defense that'll stymie him. The key is going to be how Mike Vrabel plays his former teammate Tom Brady and how that chess game works out. If they can keep the game close, then Tannehill might have a chance to make some plays, but I feel like Stephon Gilmore is going to lock down Brown. That secondary is going to lock down Corey Davis and just, give Ryan Tannehill fits. So basically, this is the last weekend that anyone will remember the Titans. We're going to go into Sunday, and the Saints are going to try to get revenge for the Minneapolis Miracle. They're favored by 8 points at home. I think they're going to have a long playoff run. They're going to avenge that defeat, and they're going to pull out the win. I think Kirk Cousins, like Cam Jordan said for the Saints this week, it depends on which Kirk Cousins you're going to get. And I think we're going to get the bad Kirk Cousins. They've had a good run up until this point, but the run is going to end, and the Saints are going to pull that out and continue their march into Miami. And then we got the Seahawks visiting the Eagles. The Seahawks, being the road favorite, they're getting 2.5 points. They will cover. They just have too much talent against the Eagles. And even though the Eagles are home, there's no wide receivers on that team. So basically, it's going to be Miles Sanders. It's going to be Carson Wentz trying to make some plays with Zach Ertz. They just don't have the firepower to keep up with Russell Wilson, Metcalf, and that offense. So they're going to make the plays, and you got a healthy Clowney. You have a healthy defense that's going to put pressure on Carson Wentz all game long. The Eagles have no chance at winning that. I think Seattle might even win by 10 or more points there. But those are the teams that are going to advance.